My family never supported me. I left my job because of my new boss. She was rude and unfair. Sometimes I regret telling my husband the truth. Maybe I should have said they fired me or cut my position. At first, my husband stood by me. He said, "You did the right thing. You don't need to suffer." But now, things have changed. He complains, "You stay at home all day. I'm tired of paying for everything alone. I thought you'd find a new job quickly." I always dreamed of having a third child, and I thought now was the right time. But when I told him, he started shouting, "You don't care about me. I can't feed the family alone. I'm tired of baby cries and sickness." He reminded me of the old days when we both worked, yet neither of us could pick up the children from kindergarten. Once we even had to ask our neighbor for help. Now our older children are in school, and I thought they could help with the baby. But their father told them not to. My daughter even said, "We feel ashamed. Mom still wants more children." My mother-in-law also disapproved. "Your daughters will marry soon, and you're thinking about a baby?" I try my best. I look for jobs, I help my parents in their garden, I take care of the whole house because I don't work. But no one sees my hard work. Everyone expects me to clean, cook, take care of the children, and also earn money. I spend almost nothing on myself. I wear old clothes. Sometimes my mother gives me small gifts, a sweater, some cream. I regret not saving money from my salary before. Now I have to ask my husband for every coin. I have learned that in my family, I cannot expect support. Every day feels heavier than the one before. I wake up before everyone else, make breakfast, clean the kitchen, and prepare my children for school. Yet no one ever says thank you. When my husband comes home from work, his face shows fatigue, but his words cut deeper than any tired sigh. "Why haven't you found a job yet?" Every time he says it, something inside me shrinks. I feel small. I feel invisible. Sometimes I stand before the mirror and don't recognize the woman staring back. I see tired eyes, a face without a smile. I ask myself, where is the happy me? Where is the strong me? Money is a constant shadow over our lives. The children need school supplies. The house needs repairs. My wallet is always empty. One day, I went for a job interview. The boss smiled politely and said, "We will call you." But they never did. On my way home, tears blurred my vision. The street was cold. The wind was sharp. But my heart was colder still. At night, when the house is silent and everyone sleeps, I sit at the kitchen table with a cup of tea, thinking about my life. I want to work, to ease my husband's burden. Yet deep inside, I also long for one more child. I don't know which is right. My husband sleeps in the bedroom. I share a bed with my daughters. Sometimes, I hear them whisper in the dark. I know they don't understand me. Maybe they never will. These are hard days. I feel like a guest in my own home. One morning, my body refused to rise. My head throbbed, my limbs felt like stone. I wanted only to keep my eyes closed forever. From the kitchen, my husband's voice pierced the stillness. "Where's my shirt? Where is my lunch?" My husband's voice echoed from the kitchen. I pulled the blanket over my head, desperate for silence. The children left for school, and the house grew still. I sat on the floor and cried until my chest ached, and my breath came in gasps. I kept asking myself, why do I live like this? Why does no one see me? I give my time. I give my strength. I give my love. But in return, I get nothing. That day, I didn't cook. I didn't clean. When my husband came home, his face was tight with anger. "What did you do all day?" he demanded. I tried to breathe. I whispered. He didn't understand. He just shook his head and went to eat. No one asked if I was okay. No one noticed my red, swollen eyes. That night, I stepped onto the balcony. The air was cold, but it felt clean against my skin. I looked up at the stars and wondered if maybe, somewhere, a small light still shone for me. Maybe one day, things would change. That tiny thought, that fragile hope, kept me standing. The next morning, I made a decision. I would try again. I turned on the computer, searched for jobs, and sent letters to many companies. When I told my husband, I want to work, I want to help, He looked genuinely surprised. That's good. I hope you find something soon, he said. I went to 2 interviews. One boss told me, "You are good, but we have no position right now." The other said, "Come next week. We may have a job." For the first time in a long while, I felt a small spark of happiness. Maybe, just maybe, things would get better. At home, I sat down with my daughters and told them, I want a 3rd child, but I also want to work. They looked at me with gentle eyes and said, "We just want you to be happy, Mom." My mother-in-law still advised me, "You must think carefully." But inside, I felt stronger now. I began helping my parents more on the farm. I cleaned the house a little less, rested a little more, and kept telling myself, I can do this. I will try every single day. Even if it's hard, I want to be better for my family and for myself. One morning, the phone rang. The company I had interviewed with said, "We want to hire you." My heart raced. I felt both joy and fear at the same time. When I told my husband, "I have a new job," he smiled and said, "I'm proud of you." I started working again. At first, it was difficult, but I enjoyed earning my own money. I enjoyed meeting new people. My daughters began helping more at home and even smiled more often. My husband was kinder. I still dream of having a 3rd child one day, but now I know something important. I am strong. I can take care of my family, and I can take care of myself. Life is not easy, but I have learned to fight, and I have learned to hope. This is my story. I am not alone anymore.